In this video, I'll share how I can help you upgrade your mindset, your money, and more. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Greatness Everyday YouTube channel. Today we are talking about something that has come my way a lot lately and a question that I've been getting from a lot of you, and that is, hey Matt, I want to elevate my life. I want to get better in my mindset. I want to get better with my money or something else. And basically I want to know, how can you help? So I've got a quick presentation today outlining all of the different ways that I can help you, that I can support you. But the first thing that I want to say is here, basically, if you don't want to be helped, you're not in a spot for me to help you. That's not my job. My job is not to convince you or to convince any potential clients or to convince anybody here to improve their life. That is totally on you. If you are perfectly comfortable living how you've lived these past few years, maybe these past few decades, or maybe just the last year, 2 years, as things have kind of been thrown upside down for a lot of people in their lives, right? If you are that person, that's great. You do your thing. If you are serious about change though, this video is for you. I am not going to convince anybody to change their life if they don't want to. But what I can help people do is I can help people upgrade their lives in a few specific areas because I have been there myself. I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but I have been the person that doubted myself or really didn't kind of have the self-confidence or the uplifting spirit that I needed, and I worked to change my mindset. I was the person that just kind of saw the regular month after month, year after year, my bank account balance, money go in, money go out, but my bank account balance never grew and I wasn't happy with that. So I worked to upgrade my money. And then there are so many other areas of my life that as a result of putting the work that I put in the past few years and really focusing in on personal development and improving my life, it's created amazing opportunities for me. So that's why I'm here. That is why I've made this video for you, to basically show you how I can help. And the biggest thing that I see here is I want to be your shortcut to success, because I have been in that place where, like I said, all of those different areas, I just wasn't necessarily happy or perfectly okay with where I was. I was definitely happy. I've lived a great life. I was very thankful for the things and opportunities that I had, but I was complacent and I wasn't okay with that. I wanted to get more out of life and these areas that I talk about. And what I did is I went out and I started reading. I went out, I started doing my own research. I went out and I actually paid for mentorship. I paid over 500 US a month for mentorship from some of the top mentors out there that I was able to learn from. And that's one of the things that working with me in a variety of options. I've got free options and I also have paid options, and I'm not going to push either of those on you. Again, you choose what option is best for you. And whether you go with some options from me or from somebody else, I don't care. I care most about you leveling up your life, living a life of purpose and vision and value. But I really believe that I can help a lot of people out there, and I want to be your shortcut to success because I have been in your shoes potentially where you're not happy with how things are going and you want things to change. And that's where I can step in, and that's where I can help. I definitely specialize in a few key areas. I help people upgrade their mindset, their money, and more. And if you look at all the channel or all the videos on my channel here, you're going to see that, and that is very obvious. That's our tagline here. I want to help people live a great life in these areas specifically, because I believe these are some of the areas that have helped me the biggest, and that's what I want to give back to the Greatness Everyday community. So how can I help? Well, there's a couple different ways. Number one, right away, you're consuming it right now. I make a lot of free social media content here on YouTube. We've got a growing community at Greatness Everyday YouTube channel of over 7,000 people right now. I'm incredibly grateful for each and every one of you, and we're growing every day, and that's really exciting for me. But I make a lot of free content out here, so you can definitely make sure that you're subscribed on YouTube. Make sure that you're following us on Instagram. You can listen to our podcast, and if you like going on Facebook, Twitter, some of the other platforms as well, you can definitely check us out there. But this is free. There is no barrier to entry for you. And I'm really happy to make this content. I enjoy making this content. If you ever have any suggestions on how I can help better serve you, some of the issues or questions that you have, send me an email, drop those down in the comments below, and I'm happy to help cater some of the stuff that I do here specifically to that. But the cool thing about that is it is free, and right away you can jump in here and you can learn so much cool stuff on my channel, on some of the other great channels out there, in any area that you're looking at growing and improving in your life. And that's what's exciting. So that's the very first thing. I go ahead and I do some free, just general content here on my channel and the other social media platforms. And you're going to notice next, there are 3 specific areas that I focus in. And with my coaching programs, you're going to see on this list, there's a mixture of both free and paid coaching. So I'll talk about those in just a second, but you're going to see coaching in a few different areas. And over time, I'm going to continue adding to these different areas. I know that there is tremendous value. Yes, whether you're going ahead and getting my free coaching content because it's super specific and I walk you through programs that take me a lot of time to go ahead and create. But you're also going to see the free kind of options there. You're going to see the paid options there as well. I know whenever I produce paid content, paid programs, paid courses, or maybe even one-on-one mentorship, which I haven't included in this list, but is available, I know I really step my game up for that. I really make sure that if I'm looking at some of my investing courses, right, I make sure that I have made tens of thousands of dollars using these principles or using these ideas or concepts. I make sure that you're going to get a great return anytime that you do go ahead and pay. So this is what I can help people with. Right away, under the mindset category, I have my 3 V's coaching program, which is definitely just general life direction, but you're going to get a super clear identification or process to follow. And it's what I call the 3 V's. This is something I've created myself. Nobody else is using it. It's 3 V's that help you map out and plan out what you want to do with your life. And that starts by identifying what your values are. Then it starts by creating a vision. And then after that, you go ahead and you create and identify the vehicles that are going to help you create and live out that vision. And if you can do those 3 things, focus on identifying your values, creating a very powerful and compelling vision, and then the third thing, going in and figuring out the vehicles that are going to help you achieve that, that's extremely powerful when you go ahead and get into that. So that's the very first thing under mindset. We jump to our next category, under money. And these categories are all connected. You've got to have a really strong mindset to develop and create money in your life. I definitely believe that. But under the money category here, you're going to see the very first thing, which is a free program. It's called my 5 Days to Financial Freedom. This is a course that I love getting people into because it really challenges their money mindset and really challenges some of the basic things that they might not be thinking of, that once they think of, it really flips a big switch and makes a lot of change in their life. So that's a great program that I would encourage you to check out for sure. Then I've got my 6 Principles of Successful Investing program. This is something that I have used myself. I developed these principles, developed these processes, these templates, and I'm sharing them with you here because they have literally made me tens of thousands of dollars in stocks, in crypto, in other types of investments as well. And I definitely know that they can help people out there. So check those 2 out if you're interested in any programs or leveling up your money mindset. And then the third one here is more. Right? More specifically for me right now is an online course that I'm creating called Online Coursology. It's all about making money with online courses, with online programs, with masterminds, etc. Because if you look at the e-learning space, the distance learning or digital learning space, with all the different platforms that are out there, with the growth that we've experienced as society in the past 2 years, there's still so much more coming. And by 2025, they think that this industry is going to double in use, double in money-making ability. So there's an incredible amount of potential on the horizon for e-learning or digital learning with online courses and online programs. This is something that I have had great success in. I am a high school teacher during the day. I also have obviously my own online courses and programs. I've also been a student with some pretty high-level masterminds. throughout the world, some of the top people in personal development. I've been able to sit and learn from them. So this is something that I know I have a lot to contribute back to. I know there's definitely a need, and the audience that I have is asking for this as well. So I'm really happy to go ahead and help out in those specific areas. I am going to link all of these courses and programs down below. You can just check that out in the video description, or I'll pin that in the top comment as well. But really the big question now is to go ahead and consider what your next steps are. And there's a few things that I want to go ahead and outline. The very first thing would be, obviously, subscribe on YouTube, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, listen to our podcast, consume as much free content here and from other channels as possible. There is so much good stuff out there, and there's such a low barrier to entry. It's literally opening up a device and going ahead and searching this on Google or YouTube, and you're going to find so much good stuff. So definitely I encourage you to start consuming that stuff right now. It's going to make a world of a difference for you, and it's only going to want you or get you to want more and to enact change, which is the big thing. You can learn all you want, but if it's not bringing change in your life, then it's really useless in my opinion. So that's the very first step. The next step is think about how you want to level up and change your life. Are you specifically trying to improve your relationships? Well, there's definitely a program out there that can help you. There's a difference between free and paid content. Free content is very good. It's general. It can over-deliver so many ways. But paid content is, in my opinion, that next step up where you're trying to achieve something and you know that somebody has achieved those things in their lives and you're getting access to them and the platforms and everything that they've used to achieve that, and they're just going to help you get there faster. That's, in my opinion, what the difference between free and paid content is and why it's so valuable. But think about what areas you want to go ahead and improve. If it's relationships, that's great. I might not be the best person to help you with. If you look at my programs, I don't have a program on that yet. If it's money, I know that I can help. If it's mindset, I know that I can help. If it's figuring out your purpose in life and trying to understand what it means to live a great life, I definitely know that I can help. These programs that I've created, I have spent a lot of time, money, and more importantly, energy that I've used and created to go into creating something amazing. And I'm definitely confident that I can deliver on that. So that's the second step. And the third step here is to reach out and ask questions. If you've got questions right now, go ahead and drop them in the comments section down below. Find me on Instagram, send me a DM, send me an email. I get emails all the time or messages on Facebook from people that are wondering about how I can help and specifically how they can improve this area of their life. And if I can't help, I'm going to send them something that will. So definitely go ahead and reach out if you have any questions at all. And then my fourth step here is to decide on what is the right coaching option for you and your goals. I mean this. If I am not the right fit for you and your goals, I don't want to work with you because you're going to be wasting my time and your time. I want you to be really specific about what you want and what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve with your life, and then finding the right fit for you. That could mean at this time, it means jumping into my free 5 days to financial freedom course, right? And you're not able to go ahead and buy a program. And that is perfectly okay. You're going to get so much good stuff that's going to challenge your paradigms, challenge the way you think, and get better with your money. You're going to learn so much from that, right? It could also be going ahead and maybe now you've got to go ahead and say, hey, Matt, I can't work with you right now, but I'd love to work with you in the future. And even myself, I had to make that call for a coaching program that I was approached about. Some pretty high-level mentorship specifically for men by a definite leader in the financial industry as well as the cryptocurrency space, personal development as a whole, and from somebody that I really respect. When he reached out, I was grateful that he reached out, and there's tons of value in his message and what he talks about, but I just said, hey, I would love to have mentorship and coaching from you sometime in the future, but right now I've needed to trust my gut, and I need to focus on this path or this thing that I'm doing. So I knew that it wasn't purposeful specifically to me and the goals that I have right now. Would I love to work with this person in the future? Absolutely. And I look forward to that day. but I want you to find the best fit for you and your goals, whether that's with me or whether that's with somebody else. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to challenge you to go ahead and think about anything that you have down below. Let me know the questions you have. Check the links out down below to these programs. I've left it in the video description as well in the comments section, and I know you're going to find tons of great stuff, both free and paid. But the most important thing is that you're not just learning these things. You're not just learning these templates or these processes or these topics, but I care that you are going ahead and you're acting on what you're learning and you're changing your life. You're changing your family's lives. You're changing your generations that come after you and making a huge impact in the trajectory that those generations are going to experience. So if this video helped you, please go ahead and click the thumbs up button down below. Drop any questions or comments that you have down there as well, and click the subscribe button to find out when new videos related to mindset, money, and more come out here on the Greatness Everyday YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Remember, choose greatness every day, and I'll see you next time.